It adds a little tempo to the conversation.
Yeah, baby. How you doing?
Sorry, it really doesn't help at all. Well, what's up, everybody? Sully and Moody. I guess that's how we start it.
Yeah.
But Moody's not here. This is.
You can tell I'm not moody.
Talking to the mic.
As you can tell, I'm not moody.
This is my boy Nick Fitz. We call him Fitty.
Hey, everybody. Yeah. I was gonna come up with like a nice little jingle to introduce ourselves, but it's the Sully and Moody podcast.
Ooh.
Fitz is replacing Moody today.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for letting me come over to your place to do this.
It was very spontaneous.
Yeah, well.
I mean, like, I was just like, dude, we should hang out this weekend. And you're like, you want to do a podcast, like, right now?
Yeah, always ready.
Yep. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. So you have been, you've been struggling a little bit lately?
Yeah, 2024 was not a super great year. It's not straight.
Oh, not straight.
Not straight at all. So not straight. But, I mean, you want me to kind of just go through the timeline?
If you want to.
Tell some war stories?
Yeah, I mean, so he hasn't told me because I said save it for the pod if you want.
Yeah, I want your natural reaction.
So the last time I saw you, though, was you seemed like you were starting to drink a good bit. And but it was like that was like 2 years ago. It seems like it's been a long time.
I saw you at the beginning of 2024, like around January or so.
That makes sense. Yeah. So Fitz was in my wedding. Yeah, we've always been bestest of friends, but we haven't been hanging out very much.
Well, Drew's got a bunch of kids.
Yeah, that's That's one of the main reasons.
And I'm a bachelor who can't get his shit together, so not super compatible.
There's nothing wrong with getting your shit together. There's nothing wrong with not.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's what I've always said.
If we want to get into the actual timeline, so I lost my job in end of 2023 because I was drinking on the job.
They caught you drinking on the job?
Yeah.
When you
I was hammered and they made me take a breathalyzer. Yeah.
Really? They made you take a breathalyzer?
Yeah. My boss came up to me. She's like, Nick, you need to get in the car with me during lunch break.
Your boss?
My boss said that, and she didn't say why. She's like, we need to take a ride.
Do you think she could smell it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone could smell it. I reeked that day, and she drove me to a place where they do drug tests and breathalyzers, for people to get approved for work and stuff.
What'd you blow?
A .19. Wow.
So that's like
at work
a little bit. That's like a little bit over twice.
Yeah.
The legal limit to drive.
Yeah.
And not to work in a doctor's office. I'm
in a medical facility. Not a good move. But that's when the bad drinking started. Drinking about a handle a day. And then around, what was it? May, I got jaundice. My liver cracked out on me. And, bro, when I say I got jaundice, when you get yellow.
Yellow? Yeah.
I looked like Bart fucking Simpson. I was so yellow.
And what was that from?
When your liver starts to fail like that, it releases some sort of enzymes.
Oh, okay. So it's just like jaundice is kind of like a liver failure.
Yeah, and your eyes turn yellow, your skin turns yellow, you just turn fucking yellow, almost like a highlighter.
Right, because it's
or releasing
releasing a chemical.
It's just releasing all the bad shit that it can't filter anymore. So I was in the hospital for a couple weeks for that, and then I went straight to rehab. And rehab was good, got through my 30 days and went to outpatient for 3 months.
Like a halfway house?
No, it was an IOP.
Oh, so you had to go in.
Yeah, I had to go in for classes for like half the day, but then I came back home,
That is the worst.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Well, actually, I made it through without drinking.
And you're doing it and you're going every day. What a pain in the butt, though.
Yeah, and they drug tested you every day. And including for alcohol, so
yeah,
it was very easy.
So is
to get
alcohol?
busted.
Alcohol is the only thing, or is it also like
alcohol was the only thing that was my problem. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't doing opiates or any of that shit. Got through that program, and the day I finished the program, I went and bought a handle of bourbon.
Really?
Yep.
And okay.
Yep.
How recent ago was that?
That would have been the end of September. Now, I went to this place called the Carter Center. This is a little side story, but it's funny as shit. So I had this counselor named Steven. Really cool guy. He's an addict himself in recovery. And after I finish my program, he calls me like a week later and says he got fired from the Carter Center for fucking one of his clients.
One of the girls or a boy?
It was a girl.
Okay.
Yeah, he fucked one of his clients and got fired.
You're like, it's me.
Yeah. That was the twist. That was the twist. Oh my God. But so that was pretty crazy. He actually came over here a couple times to drink because he relapsed after he got fired.
So he just gave up too.
Yeah. Crazy, right, man?
Yeah, well, I feel like when you live in that life, you're so invested in it or whatever. So, like, if you get thrown out of it, like, it's all you're thinking about anyways. Yeah. So people just go back to it really easily. Sometimes you gotta, like, do it. It's good to do. I don't know. It's probably not best to hear right now from me, but, like, you do it, but you need to also move on.
Yeah, exactly.
From, like, I don't know. Some people just are in AA their whole life, though.
Yeah. I mean, I know people have been to rehab 30, 40 times, you know.
Jeez Louise, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so that same guy that I was talking about, Steven, there's another twist to this story. She had a little drinky problem herself, and she went to Mount Sinai rehab. And guess who she ran into at Mount Sinai rehab?
Who?
Steven.
Steven who?
The guy that...
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
That's funny. So he's back.
Yeah. So
this is before or after?
This was after he cheated on his wife and all that shit. And, cheated on his wife with that client. And then he relapsed. And then he went to rehab. And he happened to go to rehab at the same exact time as my mom.
Was he like a teacher there?
He was the counselor. He was my counselor.
He was a counselor.
Yeah, he was my counselor.
Oh, wow, that's funny.
Isn't that weird?
I remember when I was in rehab, there was a counselor that I was like, man, I'd do anything to sleep with her.
Oh, yeah.
It just never works out.
Rehab's a funny place.
You got to hold it. And then talk.
My bad. I'm a rookie at this.
Yeah, kind of like you're about to kiss the end of my wiener. Yeah, you know what we got planned on after this. Yeah,
and it's gonna be live on video, folks.
We do this while we wrap and we just drink champagne and we're like, I'm relapsing.
Remember the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, interlocked fingers. Yeah, yeah.
We would show you guys, but it's a little graphic.
You asked me as if we used to always do it. It's like, oh yeah, that was our thing. The interlocked fingers, Eiffel Tower is our thing to talk about.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry you guys don't even know what we're talking about right now.
No, they do. They know what an Eiffel Tower is.
They know what Eiffel Tower is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Who doesn't? Who doesn't know?
The secret about the podcast though is we act like there's people watching. There's nobody there.
Yeah. Oh no. There's like 70 people here. This is a live show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yes. There's no one in there though.
But we told them to be silent. No laughing. It's a very serious podcast.
The guy that's behind the camera, it's holding the sign up. It's like silence, and he has like the laughter cards behind him. Yeah. And everybody's like waiting for him to pull that out. Yeah. But it's like, yeah.
One of my other roommates almost just walked up here because he didn't realize we're doing a podcast.
That's okay.
I mean, hey, Peyton, we're doing a podcast.
Peyton, you better fucking keep it fast, bro.
You just got to come up here and get something.
That's okay. You can get whatever you want.
Momentary delay.
Dude, this is an all-nighter, so I hope you're not waiting. Lock-ins. Me and Moody, we do lock-in podcasts like every third week of the month.
How long?
Every time there's like a snow day or a bad storm or something, we just lock in and podcast all night.
How long are your podcasts usually? It's like lengthwise.
Minutes. The 12-hour lock-ins, but
you cut them up into different.
No, we never done it. We always joke about it though. Like we did one the night before. You remember Hurricane Helene?
Yeah.
We did one that night that came through. And then we also did one in the last snowstorm. And we joked about like, all right, hurricane's coming through, it's a lock in.
Oh, dude, that last snowstorm, we got so fucked up because we were stocked up on so much liquor, and we just
you're like, oh, we gotta go get liquor because it's gonna snow.
We got liquor and pizza. That was all our supplies.
Sounds fun.
It was fun.
But then you just sat around and just yeah, that's the thing. Is
Can I really interrupt you and continue with my really awesome story?
No, I kind of got it off on a whim, and so I'd rather just. No, I'm just joking. Yeah.
Okay, so here's where things get serious, though. So, like I said, I started drinking again.
You got in trouble.
So I got a DUI. My third DUI.
The third one.
So what happened? What had happened was, I was up at like 3 a.m, drinking by myself. And I realized I was out of cigarettes. And, dude, I can't not have cigarettes.
Right.
Problem was I had popped an Ambien like 30 minutes before that. But I said, yeah, fuck it. I can make it. So I got to Quick Trip, made it safely, got my cigarettes. But on the way back, me and a curb had a little meeting.
Were you sleepy?
Oh, yeah.
Sleepy boy?
Yeah, I fucking nodded out and hit a curb. Completely busted the tire.
It was bent. You couldn't drive it.
I mean, it was still going, but it was like sparks and shit, you know. And I almost made it back to the house, but cop pulled me over.
Because it was sparking and you got pulled over because your car was sparking?
Like the wheel? Yeah. It was bad. And he comes up. But
why didn't you just get out of the car and like go hide in the woods until someone could pick you up?
I should have, but I was really fucked up. I
thought
I could make it home. Yeah, I thought I could make it. But it was like the most chill arrest ever.
He's like, just get in the car, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
you're like,
that's literally what he did. He came up to me and he's like, something's wrong with your tire. And I was like, yeah, I was just trying to make it home. And he's like, you on anything tonight? And I just told him I was on Ambien. I was like, man, I took an Ambien, and all of a sudden I was in my car. And then he asked me to do all the tests, and I just refused every single test. So I got charged with DUI drug instead of alcohol, because I admitted to taking the Ambien.
Right. Yeah.
But
so
that's how that went. And then immediately after that, I went back to rehab.
So how long did you spend in jail?
I haven't, just a night.
But you haven't been to court yet for that?
Mm-mm. There's no court date set or anything yet.
Well, maybe because they're black, you're black, they'll understand and they'll give you a second chance.
Yeah, I mean, did you say I'm black?
Yeah, well, we'll give you, usually if you're black, like you get chains on and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
do you go in there and you're just like?
I think the proper term is wigger. Whatever. Whatever, dog. I'm just looking fresh over here.
Yeah.
I think you're just a little jealous.
I am.
That I changed my style up.
Yeah, you did. You changed your style up. I hadn't seen you like this.
New Nick.
Yo, last time I saw you, you went like from being really puffy and bloated.
Yeah, I was like 200 pounds.
Yeah, and
for me, it's fucking
huge.
Fat.
Yeah, and then you started losing a lot of weight really fast, but I don't think that was. But
it wasn't a good losing weight fast. Yeah. But
well, you looked good and healthy today.
Thank you.
Even though you've been drinking.
I haven't been drinking today.
No, not today, but I'm saying like recently.
Yeah, I mean, I got out of detox today.
Oh, you got a detox today?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I'm feeling good.
Is detox just so nice and easy?
Yeah, you just go in there for 5 days and dry out.
I thought you said jerk off.
Yeah, you just jerk off. I mean,
that's how you have to get out the toxins, bro.
That's what the shower's for, bro.
Oh, sick.
You know what I'm saying?
So you just But is it like a hospital? Where was it? Peachtree Ridge or whatever they call it?
No, it's a place called...
it's like a high school.
It's a place called... Yeah,
Peachtree Ridge. Those fucking retards. I'm just kidding.
No, it's this place called Sunrise. It's in Alpharetta. If anyone ever needs to detox, I recommend that place. It's pretty cool.
And then do they give you drugs that just make it comfortable?
Yeah, they give you... stuff called Librium, which is like a benzo. They give you clonidine.
Yeah, there's a word there's a one that I was trying to think of.
Ativan.
Yeah, Ativan.
Yeah, they give you Ativan. If that's only
because alcohol that's like dangerous.
Yeah, it's one of the few withdrawals that you can die from.
Damn, have you been working?
Nope.
Not since like the doctor's office.
No, I worked at the Avis rental in Cumming.
You were driving the rental cars drunk, so
yeah, I was. I was drinking there too.
They catch you?
Driving cars around.
They didn't catch you though.
No. What happened? When I had that whole liver issue with the jaundice.
Yeah.
I just went to the hospital and never called them again.
No show.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure we're still recording. Nice, dude. It's recording like really.
Fuck yeah. It's recording hard. You mind if I smoke, Drew?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think about the drones? What have you been following up on that?
I think it's a bunch of fucking conspiracy bullshit.
Yeah, but then now that they've given a statement about it, like, oh, they all had authorization through the FAA, like they like kind of put it to rest, but it's like that wasn't enough information. That's not what we wanted.
Yeah,
it's like they're coming out of the ocean, bro. There's 50 of them coming out of the ocean. They're staying up in the air for 5 hours.
What about this fucking plane crash today?
Oh my god, dude!
That is insane.
And you saw like
helicopter.
Yeah, and I've seen all the conspiracies about that. Have you?
Not yet.
Well, they're saying like.
Well, Donald Trump is saying that like, oh well, Joe Biden hired a bunch of retards to run that shit, and it's all his fault.
Hey guys, so before we go any further, we just gotta make sure that our fans know he's not a MAGA like you're used to.
Yeah.
This guy,
Democrat.
He loves the
liberal.
He loves the penises.
I'd fuck Kamala Harris hard.
Yeah, we all would. I think we love her.
Let's run a train on her.
Dude, give me hope, Kamala. Hope, Kamala. Give me hope, Kamala, for the world. I don't, something like that. Yeah, no, I love Kamala too.
But dude, like Donald Trump's such a piece of shit. He comes out to make his speech about this whole thing, and instead of saying the shit he should say, like how sorry he feels for the families and what a terrible tragedy.
No, he said that. That was the first thing he said.
We're gonna do everything we can to figure out what happened, make sure it never happens again.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, but then you should have just ended it there.
Then
he goes into this. Oh, but this is all Joe Biden's fault, by the way.
Well, it's probably Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg. No, I don't think it was either of them false. I think that someone drove that Blackhawk with remote control.
Yeah.
Remote control.
Pete Butt Jelly.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, Pete Butt Jelly.
I wonder what he's doing now. He's with his husband and his kid.
Yeah. He's probably eating like a salmon with rice or something boring like that.
He's probably definitely eating salmon with rice with like a little like a green spruce on the top that his boyfriend threw on and was like, "Here you go, Pete." Yeah. I made it pretty.
Yeah, he's probably into like autoerotic asphyxiation and shit.
Oh,
and, like,
dude, totally.
He likes to be like dominated.
Pete? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. You see the same thing.
So that's our take on Pete Butt Jelly.
Pete Butt Jelly.
Oh my god.
I think that everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So the latest Joe Rogan episode that just came out today was or it came out yesterday with the UFO guys.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that?
No, I don't listen to Joe Rogan.
He's
a fucking douche.
Yeah, he's like he's a meathead, right-wing conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I mean
meathead, dude.
For real.
Yeah, so these guys, they're like whistleblowers for the UFOs.
Well, UFOs are real, but
yeah. Like, and this is nothing to do with the New Jersey drones. This is something else.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So, but yeah, these guys were. One of them had like a contact with an alien, and he was talking about it.
Really?
Yes, it's pretty crazy.
Did he say what it looked like?
Yeah, no ears.
No ears.
Blue tint.
Did they have like
pale.
big oval eyes?
Yeah.
So just like you see in the pictures of aliens, basically.
No, not like that.
Okay.
It was more human-like.
Okay.
Yeah. So you haven't been in trouble since then. 'Cause you were calling Zane from jail, weren't you? When you got arrested that night?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did try to call Zane.
Yeah, because Zane asked me, he goes, dude, I got calls from jail last night. He goes, have you talked to Fitz? He just assumed.
He knew it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the bad one in the group.
Well, I'm glad you're not dead.
Yeah, I could easily be. But,
yeah, I think you have your own room in the hospital.
Huh?
I think you have your own room in the hospital. Like, it's like...
Yeah, there's his name on there.
It's its own hallway.
Yeah, it's the Nick Fitz Memorial Room, even though I'm not dead.
Not yet. They're like, we just save it for him for when he shows up.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, fucking shit. Want to hear a couple war stories from what's happened since
I just met a guy named Max, one of his roommates, and they were like, "Oh, we got some good stories." I was like, "Save it for the pod."
Yeah, so me and Max get a little wild. About our second night here, we were getting really fucked up, and I took a Valium. Someone had a Valium.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, and over at the other end of the house that we're in, there was a kitchen, and I slipped on my dog's food bowl and slammed the back of my head on the dining room table and got knocked out cold. And Max had to take me to the hospital.
Really?
Yep.
And you were drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
And they did nothing for me. They just
like, oh yeah, he's knocked out.
Yeah. And that was about it. So that was a fun night. Let me think of another one. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. All right. So Max has this friend named Tanner, and he had just got out of rehab, but he was walking. He had nowhere to go. He was just walking the streets of Gainesville, and he called Max, telling him what was going on. And I was wasted, and I'm like, dude, let's go rescue this guy. So we drove all the way to Gainesville and got him.
And Max is probably thinking the whole time, like, man, we shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, we shouldn't have. But we get back, and he had been on a bunch of benzos in the rehab. They were, like, feeding him a bunch of benzos. And so...
Oh, because he'd just gotten out of rehab.
Because he had just gotten out of rehab, and he had got his dose. He AMA'd, basically.
AMA'd.
He left against medical advice. He
against medical advice.
Yeah.
He left AMA.
Yeah, you left AMA.
I like that.
Yeah. So
that's what I do every time I leave for podcasts. I'm like, see you, Mamie, and she's like, no. I'm like, left against Mamie's advice.
Yeah.
I left AMA.
I love it. AMA against Mamie's advice. You need to start using that.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
Yeah. I'll write it down.
Yep. Save that one. Put that one in your pocket.
Yeah.
But so what happened was we're hanging out, and he's drinking some liquor, but he still has his benzos in his system, and he falls out. Completely falls out. Yep. Like, we could not wake him up.
Like alcohol.
But he wasn't asleep. It wasn't like blackout. It was like he was just sitting there talking to us at 1 minute, and then all of a sudden he just went and just slumped. And his breathing was really weird. So we had to call the ambulance to come get him.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But they didn't do anything for him.
They gave him fluids and stuff in the hospital and whatnot.
Damn, that sometimes when you call the ambulance, it's like, dude, I shouldn't have called the ambulance.
Yeah.
That's such a shallow, bad thing to think. But no,
I know, but we were freaking out. I'm like, dude,
it's like,
don't want this guy to
die. You're used to the heroin life where it's like, no, this guy's about to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we felt like.
Yeah.
So, but he came back the next day. Can I show you a video on my phone?
Yeah.
I mean,
can they? Is it dirty?
No, it's not dirty at all.
It's not. You guys aren't all having sex, are you?
I wouldn't call it sex.
Can I pause it really quick?
Yeah.
So I can go. We're getting the video ready. We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, sorry about that. I went pee and we did a bunch of other stuff. And then we realized one of the cars was going to be towed, so we got that fixed too. And then we're now pulling up the video. We didn't forget. Moody and I have a habit of... we'll go on a break, and then by the time we get back, we're just talking about something completely different. Yeah. But you're not talking into the mic, just so you remember. He was just told me this weird story about...
Okay, so... where we left off with that guy Tanner I was talking about. So he came back to the house after he went to the hospital. And he was like, I don't know what happened that night. It was the benzos, but I think I'm okay now. And
was he on something more than that? Or
I don't know what exactly happened. But I'm trying to find the video.
Oh, well.
No, I got to find it because it's amazing.
Well, in other news today.
Yeah. I'll try to find that a little bit later.
Oh, I was just going to fill time, but did you give up?
I'm going to ask Max how to find it.
Okay. Max!
Yeah. I may walk away in a little bit to have Max show me how to find that. He's a youngin' who knows how to work Snapchat a lot better than me.
Yeah, these damn technology phones.
I don't get this shit now.
Shit. I know. Thank God for it, though.
Remember MySpace?
I hope mine's deleted.
Huh?
My MySpace is like one of those things that like will come back to bite me in the ass when I'm 50.
Have you not gone to MySpace lately?
I don't think so.
If you go to MySpace.com, it's just like a bunch of spam ads.
Oh,
you can't make a profile or anything.
You can't. Can you see a profile?
Nope, nothing. If you go to the search bar and try to search for something,
it doesn't work.
You just get a spam ad.
So you've actually tried it.
Yeah. I was looking.
That's what I do.
I was looking for our old band's songs on MySpace. But
oh yeah.
Remember, I was in that death metal band for a while.
I remember.
We used to hang out at this kid Matt Holloway's house.
Yeah, shout out to Matt.
Matt.
Moody got a sound bar, so coming soon we're gonna have all sorts of different fart noises.
They didn't really like Drew.
No, they hated me. I didn't shut the fuck up. That was my problem.
Yeah,
that's always been my problem.
Too much.
Yeah, I talk too much.
I thought it was hilarious.
Everybody's like, "Dude, shut the fuck up." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "They're like, you should start a podcast because you don't ever shut the fuck up."
Even though podcasts didn't exist back then.
Yeah, no. Moody's just so nice. He just like puts up and just listens. It's like the best.
Yeah. I've been there too, Drew.
Yeah, you're good at that too. You listen to me.
I listen to you.
Yeah, I've got a few good friends.
Yep. Sure do. Wow, what a touching moment that was just now.
All right, so back to the tomfoolery.
So back to the tomfoolery. So I'll skip the part with the video.
So he came back.
We'll backtrack to that. I'll have to show you the video.
Oh, dude, the cliffhanger. He's like teasing us.
So what happened earlier that night, though, before what happened in the video, me and Max and Tanner decided to drive around and listen to music and just stopping at McDonald's and just do whatever. And my roommate Max is a hockey player. Like he's legit tough. He'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
And I was drunk and feeling aggressive, and I was like, "Dude, I'll whip your ass right now. I bet." And he's like, "You really?"
Yeah, I can picture that, Fitz.
Yeah, and he's like, "You really want to try that?" And we pulled into a parking lot.
It's always like, "Dude, Fitz, calm down." But then when you're with a hockey player, sometimes it's like, "Oh, dude, Fitz, come on, don't do this."
He kept being like, "Dude, you really don't want to do this," and I'm like, "No, we're doing it." He's like, "Okay, fine." So we stop at a empty parking lot of like a Hobby Lobby or some shit. We get out of
town,
huh?
In town next to Taco Bell.
No, we were more towards Gwinnett.
Okay.
And then
is this like the middle of the night?
This was probably about 9:00 when this happened.
Okay.
But I mean, we were out driving until about midnight. But so we got in the parking lot, and Max was like, "Okay, we're gonna fight, but no hits to the face is the rule." And then we go ready, set, go, and the first thing I do is I hit him right in the face. Then he got really fucking pissed and hit me so hard in the ribs, and I fell to the ground and cried like a little girl. Or not really cried, but he beat the absolute shit out of me. I was sore for weeks. So yeah, that's one. That's another one.
Damn, man, that. And so he, what is he doing?
What's Max doing?
Yeah, just chilling.
He just chills.
He's not going. He's not leaving. Going to Utah.
Nah. Oh yeah, I'm going to Utah.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
We'll get to it.
So when you were in the garage earlier, we saw those pallets, you know?
Yeah.
So those pallets we used to do bonfires down by Lake Lanier. Me and Max would do that like a couple times a week. And
just down by what lake?
So you know that dock, if you take a right off exit 16 and just go until it dead ends?
Is it not a marina? It's just a dock. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Actually.
Yeah. It has that huge parking lot, and
is it not kind of like a neighborhood?
No. It's like a open public thing where you can, get your boat in the lake.
Oh, is that what they call it?
I don't know I don't know the terms.
I think it's called floating the boat.
Yeah,
that's where you go to float your boat.
Yep. I think that's right. I think it's a boat hotel. That's what they call it.
A boatel.
A boatel.
Yeah, it's like a fancy hotel. A fancy hotel for boats.
You stay, but it's a hotel, but you stay in a boat.
Yeah, I like that.
That's actually a cruise when you think about it.
Let me try to remember
we just described a cruise.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like a hotel, but you're on a boat.
Oh, and like everything you do is floating on the boat with you, like the pools and stuff. It's a boatel.
Like your bed is on there.
That's pretty cool,
man.
All inclusive.
I like to go on a cruise.
I've never been.
I went once. It's pretty awesome, bruh.
It's like, you mad at the mic, bro?
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to hold this shit.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, you need to come do 4 minutes up at Freedom Brew and Shine.
Yeah, I can probably put some material together, but it'd take a little work. So back to the bonfire. So we made a fire, and we were really wasted as usual. And I was like, dude, I bet I can kiss this fire. And so I just kept putting my face like right into the fire real quick.
No.
Yeah, and it might not quite close enough to burn me, but like, pretty dangerous anyways.
Anyhow.
Yeah. So I do it one more time, and I accidentally slip on a rock, and I fall face first into the fire. Luckily, I rolled out pretty quickly. I know my volume thing is terrible.
Your mic.
My mic skills need some work.
It's okay.
But at the time, I had a really nice mustache and soul patch, and
and it burnt it all up.
Burnt the whole thing off. Yeah.
Did you burn your face really bad?
No burns on my face. It just burnt all the hair off my face.
Did you burn your hands?
No, nothing else got burnt but my face. It was really weird. Cause I had like a really heavy jacket on and stuff because it was cold, so I think that kind of saved me.
So you would drive down there and then drive home.
Yeah.
Yeah, after like getting wasted by the bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a spot to burn pallets there, and then people don't care.
Yeah, they have like a fire pit down by like the shore or whatever you would call it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool spot.
And so you guys would just hang out there, like just the three of you guys with cops ever there. What are you guys doing?
We'd bring some long chairs and stuff.
Just sit by the lake. I like that.
There is a video I do have access to that I do see on here of what we would do at the lake sometimes.
You just hooting and hollering at the moon and stuff like that, man. Being good old boys. Nothing better.
It's fireworks.
My wife never lets me do that anymore. Just fucking Well, Okay. So access to these pictures is like not quite.
Here we go.
Here, let me hold it up so everybody can see.
So I lit the fireworks with a cigarette.
Oh, dude, you're so cool. Do you burn your mouth? Dude, that's like seems like one of those videos that ends up really being bad, where the guy runs off and his hands just shredded.
But look how cool those fireworks though.
Like really big ones. And you were doing that there or here?
At the lake, in the parking lot of that lake dock we were talking about.
And you guys never got hassled by the cops?
Nothing.
Is it City of Cumming cops or is it Forsyth County cops that would go there? Because you know, like the Exit 15 one that Mamie used to go to?
Yeah.
Like that was a City of Angels. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Los Angeles. No, it was City of Cumming Police.
The City of Cumming Police. So what do they even do? I never see them.
They're just fucking.
They're chilling.
Every time I've had experience with them, they've been actually very quite pleasant.
I've never had to deal with them. I always deal with the Forsyth County cops. So
yeah, you love them.
Yep, we've hung out about 7 times, I think.
Dang, do you see you have 3 DUIs now and it's a felony?
No, the 4th one's a felony.
Shut up.
Yeah, 4th one's a felony.
Nuh-uh.
So yep.
Hell yeah. Starting when did they do that? Did they just change that?
I think so.
So that's a new law.
Yeah.
They give you 4 now.
Yeah.
They're like, all these kids are ruining their lives by getting 3 DUIs.
Yep.
Let's give them one more. Give them one more chance to just murder that innocent family driving down the street. Just kidding.
Dude, I met a kid in rehab. He's 22 years old.
Killed someone?
And he already has 3 DUIs. He's 22.
That's like a Jason Price.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, because I spent a lot of time in jail with him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he'd already had, I think he was on his 3rd one. That's why he was in jail for a long time.
I'm probably going to have to do some time. But it's partly why I'm going to Utah. See if I can avoid this shit, maybe.
Yeah. I wonder how that works.
Well, from what I understand, since I haven't seen a judge yet, because usually once you see the judge, they tell you, can't leave the state sort of shit.
Right.
But I haven't done any of that yet.
How long ago was that?
The DUI?
Yeah, they're going to watch this podcast. They're going to be the one person that watched this podcast. Is your judge.
It's my judge.
Yeah.
Judge McClellan?
Do you already know who it is?
No. But that's who I get him every single time.
You've never had
Abernathy?
No, who's the one that has the roads named after him? His family?
I don't even think I think he's
retired.
Retired, yeah.
He got me good, but he had a little sympathy for me. That was good.
Yeah. My lawyer is actually, Judge Abernathy.
God, what was his name though? Hampton or something, whatever. But Abernathy.
You know that judge? She's a lady judge.
I've heard the name.
Yeah. So my lawyer is her son.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right.
So you've got lawyer Abernathy. Hopefully you get. So he probably can't get her then because it's like a conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. So yeah, it won't be her. But yeah, we'll see how that
so
goes.
that he literally can't get her, or does he just give it to a different lawyer to do that?
Yeah, they can't assign the case to Judge Abernathy if the attorney is her son.
Yeah,
Conflict
so you won't get her.
No, I won't get her.
But you will have connection to whoever it is through that.
Yep.
You'd be like, he can call up the other judge.
And be like, he knows a lot of people who work there. Yeah. His fucking mom works there.
I ate lunch here on go to work with your mom day. Don't you guys remember me?
Oh, wait.
Because he would go to work with his mom when he was a little kid, and he was like, "You guys used to eat lunch with me."
Oh yeah,
that was a stretch.
At the courthouse.
Gosh, I'll take that one out. Every bad joke, I just edit it out.
Yeah,
that makes me look so much funnier.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
and then the whole pot
editing
sounds
editing
like
is
this. Yeah, just because every word I say, it's like, oh, take it out. And so it's just moody, just talking.
Oh Lord. So, yeah, I think that's about all the war stories I got as far as recently.
So your grandparents and then they're just like, what if they just came by and they're like, we're just gonna put you down,
like kill me like a dog?
Yeah, and they're just like, we can't put up with your bullshit anymore. We're just gonna put you down.
I mean,
That's not a good question. I need to work on my interview.
How are they gonna do it? That's the question.
Dude, they're gonna be like, take you back to detox, and this time instead of it being detox, it's gonna be
electric,
a vet,
fucking assassin.
Yeah. Why am I at the vet? Like, just lay down. It'll be comfortable.
Buddy. It's okay. It's okay. You're good. You're a good boy. You've been such a good boy.
Yeah. So when are you leaving for Utah? So now they're sending you off to Utah
next week. Well, I chose to do that.
And your aunt has a nice house.
Yeah. I get a whole basement to myself.
Oh yeah. What part of Utah?
It's called.
You were 34 years old. I get a whole basement to myself, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, got a basement.
Dude, that's like our studio. Our Sully Media studio is like a whole basement to ourselves. But sick.
I'm hopefully gonna get hooked up with a job there and stuff, and change the scenery, sort of thing.
Yeah, you need a good girl to keep you.
Even though I was dating that black girl, Kiera, I wasn't doing shit. I wasn't even drinking.
You were just on your phone texting her.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
That's all I did. I'd come to your house and just sit on the couch and text her. Remember when she did that weird shit where she acted like someone was cheating on me?
Yeah, but it was her.
Yeah. It took me a while to believe that. I didn't want to believe it for the longest time. Because remember, I'd get texts from a random number being like, we're going to be together. You need to leave that stupid Kiera bitch. And I'd be like, prove that you know who I am. Like,
who are you?
Because she wouldn't say what her name was or anything. And I'm like, prove that you know me and that this isn't some just like fucking practical joke. Like,
can you send me a picture and prove that we really do belong to each other?
Well, she said the person sent me a picture of my car in my driveway. And I was like, what the fuck? But
yeah, it's so weird.
Turned out to be Kiera being a fucking psychopath and fucking with me. And you and Jesse I kept trying to figure out who was doing it. And I was like, you and Jesse were like, dude, it's Kiera.
It's her.
It's her.
Yeah, sometimes, God, man, girls will do that. Where you're just like, don't
why? What was
the
purpose of that?
It's like just some girls just like to toy with boys, man. Toy with like, some people will walk up to animals and like mess with them, and they're not playing with the animal. They're like messing with it. I don't know. Like,
I've
got a neighbor kid like that, and it's like you're not throwing the ball for my dog. You're just like hiding it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Exactly.
You're like acting like you're throwing it, and then you're hiding it. So then the dog's just like, whoa.
Yeah, the thing where you throw it and they look and then
they leave the dog alone. Like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, the ball doesn't exist.
Or people that treat old people badly. It's like those are the people that are like internet trolls. But I mean, internet trolls. That's not that bad. But they're also the people that like do that sort of fucking weird shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was just some troll who was just trying to play a joke on me.
Right.
But once they started sending pictures of my house and shit, I was like, there's no one else this could possibly be than her.
Dude, what if she swatted you?
Huh?
What if she swatted you?
What swatted?
Where she like calls the cops and says, I'm stuck in the closet, and like so it gives you this address or whatever. And then like the SWAT team shows up to like, and like, yeah, he's got a gun to my head, like that. And you do that to someone's address.
She's crazy. I don't know if she would have gone that far.
That's like people are doing to like famous Twitch people, like streamers. Yeah, they're like swatting them. They're getting their address, and then like and then while they're streaming, like the cops show up.
Yeah,
that's been happening. That's what it's called.
Do you remember the? I don't remember. If
Do I? I do.
I told you about the Hawaii trip that she took. Did I ever tell you that story?
No, I don't think so.
So she had this trip to Hawaii planned for like a long time, like before we even started dating. She was supposed to go with her and her friend, and so she goes off to Hawaii with her friend. Huge time difference and everything. And I get a call at 6:30 a.m. and she says
she wasn't in Hawaii.
No, she was, but she was hysterical, crying. Say they got to their hotel and they said that they didn't have a reservation, and she had nowhere to stay. And she started asking me to come out to Hawaii and help her. And I was like, "You mean You want me to go to work right now and tell my boss that I need to fly to Hawaii to rescue my girlfriend.
Says they really were out there.
Yeah, they were in Hawaii.
But then they didn't have a place to stay.
The story gets crazier.
Yeah.
So I say no. I'm like, Kier, I mean, I feel so bad for you. I wish I could help. But, I mean, you're in Hawaii and I'm in Georgia.
Right.
And I have a job that I have to go to. So then, come to find out, she called her ex-boyfriend to come rescue her.
He did?
And he went out there.
Oh, what the fuck?
So, I told her I didn't have a Facebook. No, I did. I just never got on it. And one day I decided to go on there because I was like, because she did post stuff on Facebook, and I was like, I want to see kind of what happened in Hawaii, what pictures she took. So I go on Facebook, pictures of her and her boyfriend fucking cuddling up and shit. Her ex-boyfriend, yeah.
Yeah.
That girl is a fucking psychopath.
Hell, if it'll get you saved, if you need rescuing, you know.
But the thing is, her ass is just so amazing. I couldn't quit. I couldn't walk away.
Fitz likes big black girls.
I like that chocolate.
Dang, so Hawaii, you missed your chance to have Hawaii and that lady? And Kiera?
Yeah.
Oh, what was her last name? So it's so hard to do it when you're laughing, like, do a fart noise. If you're like, yeah, you can't. Yeah, Moody got a soundboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so now we can do fart noises.
Like fart noises and like boing. And
yeah, or like ha 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 ha. Like, yeah, laugh tracks. Mainly just fart noises.
What's that? Air?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even realize you weren't talking into the mic until you started talking to the mic. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's what it sounds like. Don't pull that cord out. Yeah, man, the cords are. How about, I'm going to go all wireless, man.
How about you, make this a little less messy next time?
How about
How about it, dog? So, Drew, well, I've been just telling you about my life. What's been going on with you, my friend?
The Little Ripper had his first motocross race, and you didn't even know about it.
No.
Last weekend, that was pretty freaking sweet. My son, on his little e-bike, raced the motocross course.
Yeah.
Like a full-size motocross course.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it was really cool. It was kind of it was a long day, and he only got 2 goes at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it just makes me want to get him like a 50, because then he could be in like 4 or 5 races throughout the day, and then another 4 and 5 for the second heats.
Yeah.
But he only got a warm-up and then 1 race instead of like 2 different heats.
I got you.
He only got 1 at the end of the first heats.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, and I was like, y'all, dude.
Bullshit.
No cash winning.
Dude.
But it was funny, you know, he fell.
Whoever made that decision, we should just go kill him right now.
I was saying that. I said that.
I mean, I got that knife that won't close.
The knife that won't close, just put it on his car seat and have him sit on it. You know, knife up the booty.
Booty knife.
Nothing worse than a booty. Nice and sharp, dude. Yeah, but he fell.
What if he liked it?
Then you know what that means.
You know what that means. You all know what that means.
Yeah. Single. Yeah. Well,
Lordy.
But he was in second place, and he was gaining on the guy in first place. And he fell around one of the turns.
Yeah.
And the kids that he had just passed and the one he was getting ready to pass were both on bigger bikes, faster, bigger bikes. 16-inch wheels. He's only on 12-inch wheels.
Yeah.
And it goes an extra like 4 miles per hour faster the bikes they were using. So he was really doing good, but then he hit like a soft patch, and his wheel just dug in and he fell.
Yeah.
But then he was catching back up to him.
Okay.
And then because he hopped up so quick, but he like turned and went like the wrong way on a one-way. He was supposed to pass that and turn at the very end.
Yeah,
but he just turned early.
Shit.
And he went almost all the way, and by then it was like you're lost.
Man.
You lost, bro.
Hey, man.
So
you know what? You just come back stronger.
I just had to beat the shit out of him.
Good. I mean,
disappointment. Nah, but It makes me want
losing's not an option.
It makes me want to get like big, more fun bikes. But the thing is like sports are always so fun for me. Growing up, like I always played ball sports of all sorts, and maybe a little bit
ball sports.
Yeah,
like sucking balls.
Yeah, like
and tickling balls.
Yeah, licking balls.
Yeah. Just smelling balls.
Oh yeah, like when you crack open tennis balls. That's what I thought of when you said that.
That is a good smell though.
Yeah,
there's no smell like it in the world.
It's so good, and it's like this got to be bad for me.
I want a cologne.
I know
that's it.
It's such a good smell. It's so fresh smelling, but yeah, like but it's funny because like when you play a sport, whether it's like you're either gonna win or you're gonna lose, but it's like
there's sometimes ties.
Yeah, right, but it's not like there's only like a 1% out of 100% chance that you're gonna lose, because with this racing thing, it's like if your bike doesn't break, you're probably not gonna win the race, because there's the one kid that wins all the races. Does that make sense?
True.
So it's like just seems like I saw a lot more like letdown than I saw excitement. Kids' bikes would break and they would like get off and look down and like see their chain was broken, and they would just like crumble and start crying, like these 10-year-old kids. And it was like, man, baseball is like a little bit easier on the soul than having these broken bikes all the time.
Yeah, I mean, because fixing that shit ain't easy. You might have to get a whole brand new fucking new one.
I don't know if I can get in on this. I might have to find a new hobby.
Yeah, I mean, is he good at it for his age? Like,
yeah, like the best,
like the shit for his age.
Yeah, but I mean that was his first time going.
Man, I mean if that's his passion, let him do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but doesn't have to be. I can probably choose.
Choose
a
new one.
His passion. Yeah. I'm his dad.
Yeah.
I had to give him a big
old
spanking.
You'll beat the passion into him.
I had to give him a spanking earlier today because he kept riding up a hill on his pedal bike, and it's like, you're not going to get up the hill, but just get off the bike and push it.
Yeah.
And he was like having a temper tantrum about it, and then he would throw the bike, and then he'd get back on it and try. I'm like, stop it! But I'm in the middle of trying to do something on my truck.
Yeah.
Dude, I flipped out on him because he would not stop freaking out like for 10 minutes. He couldn't pedal up the hill. You can't pedal up the hill. Just push the bike up the hill.
That's spanking time.
Yeah, it was. I felt like a dick, but whatever. Maybe he needed it.
I mean, all these people are like, oh, you can't spank your kids anymore. No.
Did you see the video of the guy wiping the snow off the car with his baby? Yeah, he's like, no, they're like seeking charges.
Oh my god.
Texas police are like looking for this guy now.
Oh god. Dude, one time I got spanked in fucking Disney World in front of like hundreds of people.
Oh, how embarrassing.
It was so embarrassing. So we were like, they had a route they wanted to go to. They wanted to go to Epcot or some shit, and I wanted to ride Space Mountain. I wanted to ride Space Mountain, and I'm like, I want to go to Space Mountain. And I threw a tantrum for like 10 minutes, just like Bud did. And then finally my grandpa turned me around, and he's like, you need to shut your mouth right now, and spanked me in the ass twice.
Outside the jeans?
Yeah, he didn't pull my pants down.
Yeah, I was like, that's really embarrassing.
No, he didn't pull my pants down.
I snatched Bud up and I took him to his room and
it was in the middle of crowded Disney World. Like, a bunch of people watched me get spanked.
So what'd you do? You just tuck your tail and just shut up?
I just fucking cried and followed them.
Like this, like yeah.
I gave up. I surrendered.
That's good though. Like, good little boy. Like Bud did the same thing. We went back out and he had fun. Yeah. He learned his lesson. I bare butted him though. I pulled his pants down.
Oh, you bare butted him?
I snatched him, took him in his bedroom, so nobody saw it.
Yeah.
Not even his mom. His mom went in there to try to save him. And I jumped in front of her. I said, no.
Well, if she saw it, you would have beat her ass too, right?
Dude, she already got 2 black eyes because I already been talking to her.
Yeah, she keeps running into doors for some reason.
That dumb girl.
Mamie's clumsy.
I can talk all the shit I want about Mamie on this podcast because you know why?
She doesn't watch it.
She don't listen. I just beg her, please listen. There's some really good stuff.
Your own wife won't watch it.
Yeah. I know. I think that Moody's wife just started following us, and
dude, I followed you the second I saw it.
I know.
Dude, it was so
weird.
You're
our first fan. Yeah, I know.
It was so weird. I was just scrolling YouTube looking for random stuff.
Really?
And you just popped up for some reason. I don't understand. It was like
that's how it works.
Some sort of fate.
Working the algorithm. Dude, I've been doing a lot of that with Bud's videos.
No, I think it's the shit that like
you just
know they track our phones.
We know each other.
We can hear everything.
Well, yeah.
And I think I was talking about you one day, and then it just sent that information to YouTube. You know what I mean? Because doesn't that happen to you all the time? You're like talking about something with your friend. You go on your phone and there's like an ad about exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, it does it for me with what I'm thinking about though, because like every time I get on my phone, it's like always gay porn. It's like I didn't even say that out loud.
I just thought it.
Yeah.
Well, I jerked off
and watched other gay porn on my phone. So maybe that's how it knows.
Yeah. I guess
my history.
Your browser history must be a disaster. Can't even imagine.
For me?
Yeah. Your browser history is probably terrible.
It's like, how do you fix like a GoPro mount? You know, like stupid shit, like random.
Oh, is that all it is? Really? Really, Drew?
Dude, don't get me started. It's like, can Scotty Scheffler really be the cutest man alive?
It's not Latino men deep throating. That's not on your browser.
Nah, dude. Nah.
That sounds like a lie.
Wait, maybe
it's like a lie to me.
I wish. Maybe has a one of those blocks on my phone where I can't.
You can't watch porn.
Yeah, what's it called? The Firefox or firewall?
Safety. Yeah, the Google thing where it restricts what you can search.
Firewall.
Yeah. Well, no, firewall is like prevents like viruses on your computer.
No. Yeah. Google
it's
it.
Called
Look it up, bro. You got your phone. I don't have mine.
It's called Safe Search.
Safe Search. No, but everywhere I've ever worked, like the firewall prevents me from going to ESPN.com or something like that. But I can go on the internet to go on the websites that I use for work. But like ESPN.com and the firewall prevented that. Like,
oh, so you can't even. Oh, I thought you meant you blocked stuff so you can't look up inappropriate stuff.
Well, yeah, like the ESPN doesn't work. Like porn doesn't work. You know.
But why would ESPN not work?
Because it's like anything that's sports for my office, like sports and entertainment, pornography. Like I was joking about Mamie putting a firewall on my shit. She doesn't really do that.
Oh,
but I've worked places where it's like I had to work there long enough, and finally I found the computer that didn't have it, and I swapped it with mine, and it's like, oh.
Was that back when you were doing the collections?
Yeah.
I actually
I'd be like, oh, your computer doesn't have it, and then as soon as that person was like didn't show up for a few days, I swapped the computers.
Okay.
Log into my account.
I see what you're saying. I was confused. I thought Mamie literally blocked your shit. I'm like Mamie. I was like, Mamie's gone insane.
Yeah, she put a router block for like. She only allows me to do Bud the Little Ripper and Sully and Moody now.
Yeah. And Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. Yeah. Well.
So what does Bud watch?
He likes Paw Patrol. We're on a big Minions and like Despicable Me kick right now. There's so many movies, you know, like.
Yeah, Minions, Despicable Me 1,
yeah,
2,
Minions,
3.
Rise of Gru.
The Rise of Gru.
Yeah, we own 4, so we've watched that one a bunch of times. But they're all just so funny and good.
They are really good. I mean, the Minion thing gets a little excessive.
I think I love it, and the kids love it. They're so funny to me.
They are,
but nah, you know, like
but they're just everywhere. They're so like saturated now. It's just like everywhere you look, it's something Minions.
Nothing wrong with a little Minion action.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Drew, be honest with me. Would you fuck a Minion?
In one eye or two eye?
I heard the one eye is tighter.
Yeah. I heard they poop out of that thing.
I mean, where else would they poop?
They just wink at me.
Minions.
All right, so when are you leaving? Do you have a flight?
I'm driving.
Do you have a car?
Yeah. It's just not here right now. It's in the shop.
Because the wheel?
Yeah, from when I hit the curb.
It's still in the shop from that?
Well, it drove okay for a while, and the alignment finally, fucking tore both front tires down to the threads.
Or it needs more work than just an alignment?
Yeah.
So you had to get new tires, but you were sparking on the rim, and the new tires just fit on that same rim?
So we replaced that tire with a used tire, and then I drove the car for a while. You could feel the alignment was off because like you had to hold the wheel to the right to go straight, that sort of thing.
Shredded the tires.
So it was shredding the tires.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, as of right now, those 2 tires are being replaced, alignment's being fixed, and they're looking at something in the
boot, the strut or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, old Betty, I did that. I hit a curb and it folded the wheel up. I did that twice. Yeah. And both times it was all about the boots and the struts, baby.
Oh, boots and struts.
Yeah, baby, don't fucking talk about. I know all about
boots and struts and boobs and sluts.
And sometimes when you see them boobs and sluts, you can see them strutting in the boots.
Yeah, you strutting your boots.
Yeah.
And then get the sluts and the boobs.
Man,
dude.
Dude.
You telling me what? Oh, dude, there's this dude in rehab that I was with who sounded just like Forrest Gump, and I can do the best impression of him.
But I didn't know him, so it's like not as funny.
It's not as funny because you don't know him.
Yeah, I hate that.
But the voice is funny though.
Okay.
So the guy would always go around asking people for shit or wanting to trade shit. He'd be like, "Hey man, I really like your shoes. Can I trade you some of mine? You want some shoes? Hey man, you got a vape?"
Those are the worst.
Yeah. If you knew him, it'd be a lot funnier.
Yeah.
I probably should have cut that one out.
No.
Or get Max.
I'm cutting all my parts out, so that's only what they're gonna. That's actually all they're gonna hear.
Okay.
And when I'm talking, it's just like. You can't? I heard that. You can't believe that?
Yeah. I don't know what I can't believe it. But
that.
Can't believe it.
Well, thanks for doing this, man. Thanks for, I just craving pods because Moody can never do it.
Yeah.
So then we try to do it remote, and I'm just never happy with the remote.
Yeah. But, just to finish the Utah thing.
Oh, no. Oh. Just a cliffhanger. Okay, the second podcast starts now.
I'm actually leaving the country.
Really?
Going to Mexico.
Dang, dude. You're running from Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of those people that are like, if Trump gets voted back in, I'm leaving.
What a dirtbag.
Wants
to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
I'm for it.
That's not how maps work, dog. You can't just change.
You know why they're doing that though, right? Because I think it's because Biden put restrictions on drilling in the Gulf of Mexico. So I'll just change the fucking name. I think that might have something to do with it.
You can't just change the name of a body of water.
You can change the name of whatever you want.
You gonna change the fucking Pacific Ocean to the fucking Spaghetti Ocean?
Well, I mean, if enough people will call it that. I'll call it the Gulf of America.
Yeah, but that's not like a... You know what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, well, I know. I wonder how they're going to do it.
It's not a territory. Yeah, the ocean isn't a territory.
Well, where do they get their names then? I'm sure America's in charge of all that. America's in charge of everything.
I don't know. They just came...
You know what's funny about the UFOs? Is all the other countries that see it, they always just assume it's us. I'm sure a lot of times it's us. So they never really look into it. They're just like, oh, America's messing around with us. So, like...
We tend to do that.
I know. So, like in England, they're looking at the radar and they're like, "Yeah, we see these all the time. Don't you guys know what they are?" And they're like,
"Yeah,
no." And they're like, "Well, we just assumed it was you."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's apparently happening in like France and England and China and shit like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick change of subject.
Oh yeah, Utah.
Well, quick change of subject. Before that, I mean, how much time do we have?
It's 12-hour lock-in, bro.
Okay. Remember lock-ins back when we were kids? Did you go to lock-ins? Where you go to where you go to like a church?
Yeah, or like a skating rink. I did one at a skating rink.
Yes, or a skating rink. Yeah. Those are so fun. You play like dodgeball and shit.
Yeah, what were you changing the subject to though?
Oh, so I was just changing the subject to who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl?
Well, obviously I'm going for the Chiefs because I'm MAGA, and I'm guessing you're going for the Eagles because you're Kamala.
I hate both teams, so I don't know who the fuck to go for.
Me too.
I was so mad that Buffalo lost.
I know. I was rooting for Buffalo too, and the Chiefs, like all these calls are just so gay.
Mahomes is such a fucking faggot.
I know. And so is Kelsey with his girlfriend. Yeah. Like, that's kind of annoying to me a little bit.
That's Taylor Swift.
The she should not be named.
She should be named. Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. You're figuring it out. Yeah. Taylor.
Oh, that's a good one. That was solid. That was solid.
I have to like get rid of my smile to do
it. Oh, dude, remember fantasy football this year? We played like the last week before the playoffs.
Yeah, and I beat you.
You beat me. You were because I forgot to fucking put I left a injured guy on the roster.
I know, I noticed that.
And I was like, beat me by like 1 point.
In jail? I'm always wondering. Like,
I was in rehab.
Yeah. Like it seems like wherever you go, you still have your phone to be able to use your.
Yeah, I just forgot that day. I think I was feeling shitty.
Damn, when I went to rehab, it was no phone, no nothing. But it was vacation. It was kind of nice and no worries. You had nothing to worry about. Like,
yep.
You get out and you're like, oh no, but the time being, it was kind of chill. Yeah. Chefs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You have food, all your food. Did you go to like a place that's like gets food sent by like charities or something, or did you go someplace that was like?
I went to Georgia Recovery Campus.
GRC
down in Reynolds, Georgia.
Girk, yeah.
Girk. Yeah, straight as hell.
It's really nice.
They have the chef there is a legit 5-star chef.
So yeah,
he works there because he gets a piece of the company. Like he could work at like a really fancy gourmet restaurant, but they pay him a shit ton of money to work there. So you get awesome food. They have a pickleball court, a basketball court, a gym.
Cool. And so they have rackets and stuff. Or are they all like broken?
No. Nope. If something gets broken, they replace it.
And is it one big house or is it like a campus?
It's a campus. There's like there's 5 villas. Oh no, 6.
Is that like dormitories kind of?
Yeah, I mean it's almost the size of like a double wide trailer, but it's not a trailer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. It fits 4 beds or something.
It fits 12 people.
Oh, triple wide.
Yeah, it's it's 6 rooms, 2 people to a room.
Okay.
But it's fucking straight. It has a kitchen in there with a Keurig machine. You have a huge TV.
So you have your own kitchen.
You have your own kitchen.
And then when you eat from the chef, though, like you have
you go to the cafeteria. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's dope. And then
you only went there once, or you went there twice?
I've been there twice. And
status. The second time you go back there, like everybody's like,
"Oh, dude!" The second time I went back there, dude, I was running that shit.
Were you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because everybody else is there the first time.
All the RAs and stuff love me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of charming that way.
Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know you.
Yeah, we're good at. Like,
I know how to work. I get like free packs of cigarettes and shit. And
that's nice.
I get to like miss class.
Oh yeah, because you just spend all day doing classes, right? Like
yeah,
and then you get like 2 hours during the middle of the day or something to.
Yeah, you'd start class at 8:00, and then go all the way until 12. Then have lunch, come back from lunch, and do another, and then go until 5, and then go to dinner, and then then it's free time for the rest of the night.
You have a curfew to be in your room though.
You have to be in your room by 11, but they don't really enforce it that much. Like, because
is it girls and boys?
Yeah, there's 3 girls villas and 4 guy villas.
So is it pretty like?
And in the classes, there's no like separating or anything like that.
Right. So was it pretty like?
There were a lot of hookups
mischiefs
at that place. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with mine.
A lot of rehab romances.
Yeah, that's always it's those situations that, man, everybody just gets like,
I mean,
lovey-dovey.
I mean, everyone's there because they like to get fucking, fucked up. They need some sort of stimulation,
right?
And the only
were there any hot girls when you were there?
There were a couple really hot ones.
Gosh, man.
Yep.
There's nothing better than being locked down with a couple hot girls.
I was cuddling up with this girl on my last day of sunrise yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, like the night I was leaving, I was cuddling up with this girl.
The detox place?
Yeah, the detox place.
In Alpharetta?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Was she cute?
Yeah. She was white, which usually not my type, but she's a, she's a ghetto white girl. So.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that'll do it.
Like bad bitch sort of shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, that'll do. There weren't any black girls at the detox.
Yeah, I don't think that the black people go to rehab very much.
Yeah, it's kind of the culture there. It's like, no, you just fucking deal with it. Like therapy and shit.
Yeah.
In the black community, it's like, that's just not really a thing.
I actually know a lot about the black community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I've got a good joke about that.
I know you majored in African American studies.
Have you ever heard that joke?
What?
Where I talk about how where I grew up, we didn't really have any black people for the cops to pick on. So what they did is they picked on the upper class white kids.
Yeah, that's true.
So what I'm trying to say is I know what it's like to be a black man in America.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Well,
you know the struggle.
Yeah.
Drew knows the struggle.
And that's the joke. But a lot of times I say it, everybody's like, they like act like I'm being serious, but it's like, yo, dude, I'm doing stand up. Like, it's a joke.
Yeah, and maybe they don't like understand that, Forsyth County and how that.
Yeah,
really was.
I always have to worry about where I'm saying it, like, and how to explain that. But it always works for black people.
Yeah,
it doesn't work for like
the white people
that get offended.
Yeah, white people.
Like,
white people
can't say that.
They probably think it's like, if they laugh, they're gonna be like, it's gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
If they're gonna feel bad.
Yeah, well,
they're gonna feel shameful for laughing at that.
It's not even a good joke, so yeah.
I actually kind of like it. It's just you gotta craft it differently.
Well, yeah, I talk about how like you don't want to be driving past a cop with a beaver swoop, And I do that, and then I say something about how I have no idea what it's like to be. I know what it's like to be a fucking retard. My brothers and sisters always called me that.
Retard?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they weren't exactly wrong.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that the executive order that he signed that it's like made it official to say retard's okay now?
Did he
It's just a meme going around where it's like, Donald Trump signing. It's like, and he like holds it out and it's like officially it's okay.
The R word.
Yeah. Well, did you want to cover anything else?
Well, I mean, I'll just finish up the Utah trip plan. So driving out there.
Yeah, I was curious about this. Yeah, I didn't know if you really wanted to go back to it or not.
Yeah. So my car's in the shop right now, but I've got all my stuff packed up. It's at my grandparents' house. Once the car's fixed, me and my grandpa are taking a 2-day drive to Utah.
He's going to drive with you?
Yep, and then he's going to fly back home. I'm going to be living in Sandy, Utah with my aunt. She's going to try to hook me up with a job, possibly with Delta. We'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
Working at the airport. They have is it not near Salt Lake City?
Salt Lake City is one of the main Delta hubs. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where you're near?
Yeah, it's Sandy, Utah. It's like a suburb of Salt Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, man. So you have some skiing.
Yeah. I never learned to snowboard, but I know how to ski, though.
Yeah, good. I know how to ski, too. I know how to snowboard, but not very well. I've only done it a couple times.
Yeah. But that's a Utah trip.
Just a trip?
Not trip. The Utah move.
Have you already been out there?
Oh, I've been out there a bunch of times, yeah.
Oh.
But, yep. So, I'm going to go out there for at least a while. Maybe permanently. We'll see.
Well, hell yeah, man. I wish you the best of luck. Yep. It's good to see you.
Yeah, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But we'll still keep in touch. And I'm sure I'll be flying back here for, holidays and stuff, so.
Yeah.
It ain't goodbye, but.
No. Yeah.
I just hadn't seen you in a while, so.
Yeah. Thanks for doing this with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It's fun.
Cheers.